LiberalViewer presents.
So with the Republican union-busting agenda becoming more clear recently in Wisconsin and some other states, pro-worker protests have also been getting more active around the country, which has posed a problem for Fox News coverage of the protests, since these left-leaning protesters are also the Americans most likely to recognize Fox News as a Republican propaganda outlet. A problem you can see Fox News confronting last week in Wisconsin, for example, in this clip.
I want to show you they got balloons headed up here into the beautiful Capitol Rotunda as this protest shows no signs of abating. Everyone making their viewpoints known. It's always a fun time as democracy plays its way out.
Well, I tell you, Jeff, those folks protesting Fox, I'm wondering if they would prefer a state-run television network providing all the coverage.
Now, I don't think state-run media coverage and Fox's Republican propaganda are the only two options for news coverage, but instead of the Fox News organization using these Fox Lies protests as an opportunity to examine their history of bias, Fox News ignored the message of the protesters and instead attacked the messengers, as you can see, for example, in Bill O'Reilly's Talking Points memo last week that included this clip.
The far left is branding Fox News in general as an enemy of working Americans. Yesterday, a small crowd gathered in front of FNC's New York City headquarters, calling Fox News fascists and generally demonstrating unhappiness with us. So we sent Factor producer Jesse Waters to talk it over with them.
Now you can tell Fox News is angry when they send out their ambush reporter Jesse Waters, who has a history of harassing people on the left, though he seemed curiously unable to answer any questions about Fox News misinformation when he was asked about it in a reverse ambush interview at a public event last month. And Jesse Waters' interview of the people protesting Fox News in New York did not include his conversation with these two attractive-looking people here, although he obviously talked to them, but instead focused on the much more ridiculously dressed protester unable to satisfactorily answer Jesse Waters' question that you can see in this clip.
Can you name an example where Fox has been unfair? Too many. Can you name one? Every day we could be here for hours. Name one. I have 5 minutes. Name one. They lied. They lied about the Iraq War. What'd they lie about? They lie every day. You can't name an example of one lie Fox has said, and you're out here calling us liars. Isn't that right? Just watch the channel. Just watch. I work there. Do you? I don't work there. I read. Okay, so you don't know what you're talking about, do you?
Now, unless that guy Fox News interviewed there was wearing a straw hat instead of a cheese hat, I don't think he could have been a more literal straw man. And by the way, if anyone ever asks you for evidence of Fox News bias, all you have to say is tinyurl.com/FoxNewsBias for over 140 pieces of evidence. Yet, predictably, Bill O'Reilly took the inability of his straw man wearing the funny cheese hat to answer Jesse Waters' question as somehow a vindication of Fox News, as you can see in the next clip here.
No, he doesn't know what he's talking about. Now, from what we understand, organizations like Move On, or their far-left concerns, have told people to give Fox News a hard time, but that's to be expected.
So just because Fox News found one guy who couldn't name a specific instance of Fox News bias, the O'Reilly factor tried to pretend the whole Fox News bias issue is some far-left conspiracy, even though I've emailed the O'Reilly factor plenty of examples of Fox News bias, including many involving Bill O'Reilly himself, like my video from a few months back that's gotten over 200,000 views titled Bill O'Reilly Lies to Bill Maher on Fox News Misreporting Cost of Obama Trip to India, and even my video from a year before titled Send Proof of Bias to Fox News, from which dozens, if not hundreds of my viewers emailed that video and the many Fox News bias examples it cites directly to O'Reilly@foxnews.com, which is why I find it so disingenuous for the O'Reilly factor to claim ignorance of any evidence of Fox News bias. But just in case they really need a reminder, I've put together a whole new playlist of my videos with over 35 examples of Fox News bias just involving Bill O'Reilly, and that's at tinyurl.com/O'ReillyBias, which will be the top link in the description if you email this video to Bill O'Reilly, which is why I'm asking you, again, not just to give a thumbs up to this video and add it to your favorites like I always appreciate, but also use that share button to email it to O'Reilly@foxnews.com, or this time if you have a Twitter account, you can also use the share button to tweet it to @O'ReillyFactor, which I still think sends an important message, even though I think it's, again, unlikely we'll get a reaction from Fox News, but I want to know what you think. Will Bill O'Reilly and Fox News ever be able to admit that these Fox Lies protests are reacting to real evidence and not some left-wing conspiracy? And As a strategy for combating Fox News propaganda, what do you think of the protesters shouting Fox lies during so many recent Fox News Live broadcasts?
I YouTube, you decide.